Hi spotters, welcome back. Please do join us on Facebook, Twitter, and also via email with your comments. We love to hear from you.
Why are you singing?
Why am I singing? Because it's time for a spot of music.
I was hoping you'd do that.
Yeah. And today we have Simi, Love Don't Care.
Yeah. Love don't care who you know, where do you get to? Love don't care at all.
You know how we love us some Simi.
We do, we're fans.
So this song actually picked up traction instantly when it got released a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The story.
This woman is such a Yoruba mom. Sorry, like Yoruba mom face.
So the story is apparently about a girl that ends up having a relationship with a Yoruba guy and then an Igbo guy.
Wait, it's the other way. So it's the first verse is she likes an Igbo guy. And then the mom is asking,
what about the Yoruba
guys finished? And then she's in love with somebody
with the
else.
teacher.
Yeah.
So she kind of she gets around just a little
no.
bit.
It's just an example.
I know. No, I'm not saying Simi gets around. No, we're talking about the elements of the song.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I really like the video. It's very colorful.
I was trying to understand her interpretive dance.
Oh,
her
that
jazzy
whole
moves.
Contemporary
thing
that's going on.
Us
it's
some
nice.
moves and whatnot.
And I like the whole one shot movement. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's I don't know if it takes. I think it probably takes less time to shoot if it's. I mean,
Well, if
I
you
don't
do-
know if you do
rehearse
run,
a
you have
lot,
to do everything.
Then you can.
Oh, at
I
once.
also wonder what all the paintings there were trying to represent.
Represent.
Mother Teresa and all those people.
Maybe
Was
peace.
it just
Because I think this. I don't know. I'm guessing. Like
Because I understand there's like pictures of Awolowo.
Yeah,
These ones I
very.
understand.
Yeah.
Because it's like a tribal thing and they're trying to say that they're
Yeah,
united.
yeah.
But the international people, I really don't
Yeah.
know.
Who else apart from Mother Teresa?
I didn't
who
really
else?
catch the other faces. Somewhere in the world.
And that's like obviously like love because with the couple embracing and whatnot. I don't know. I think maybe just
a lot
love
of
and
thought.
peace and whatnot. But yeah,
That's
it's
gone
an
into
interesting
it.
video. I think.
I like the fact that when I remember Simi when she first came out, her first song was was Teeth, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there was something. Even though she came out in the video, there was something very calm and subdued about her. Like when you see her
Very
in person,
chill.
she's very, very chilled.
Yeah.
And I feel like now she's evolving and becoming a lot more confident, a lot more sexy. And I saw her perform on stage,
Malcolm
and
X, okay.
she's such an amazing, she's got great presence on stage.
Yeah.
She's not Simi herself, that the normal person that we know.
It's interesting that whenever she's in either room, she's like invisible
Yeah.
to them.
Oh,
and then they come out and they can see her.
yeah,
or something.
yeah. It's interesting. I think it's different. I like videos that make you think. I mean, like, oh wait, what's happening here, as opposed to just the usual.
Anyone
Something's happening. No.
notice the fact that this guy kind of looks like Fowls?
Fouls. Yeah, I did. I noticed. I was like, is that
Little
Fouls?
rumor
For
there.
a second. Go
But we will
away.
not feed it. Call us,
no
let
rumor
us
too.
know.
You're terrible.
Okay.
But anyway, yes. So, Love
Great
Don't
video.
Care. Good song too.
Great
I like the song.
personality.
I like the message of the song. She's love don't care who you are, where you're from. It just is, and that's a very nice ideal. Even though it's not always the situation, it's not
Yeah.
always true, but we would like it to be.
Awesome
Alrighty.
sauce.
Cool sauce.
Clarence shot it.
Clarence.
Shot it. So can we have our guest, Ebuka?
Yes, we can.
Please do the honor.
Okay, our guest is someone who's gained quite a lot of fame in this part in the last couple of years. Multi-award winner / nominee / everything.
Yeah.
Very, very funny guy, but extremely intelligent as well. Please make some noise for actor, comedian, Frank Donga.
Hi. Oh, this thing there. This thing there.
Don't do
Hi,
this.
welcome.
How are you? Is it okay to hold?
Yeah, I have extra.
One more.
It's just
I have a
extra.
small headache. Don't.
We're doing extras.
Extra? Oh. Okay.
One more. You're welcome.
Have a seat. You're blessed. Welcome.
This place is just like the abroad, this thing.
Like an abroad this thing.
Hotel. Tight one.
Tight hotel.
All the Dunlop that they put here.
How's the job market these days?
Oh gosh.
It's not easy, but at least we thank God. We're pushing her.
What are you pushing exactly?
Ma?
What are you pushing exactly? The thing that you're pushing, what is it that you're pushing?
The bus to get there, or
Baskets. No, sorry, you know that the Oyibo, this thing, tongue, is very, you know that all the people have this Oyibo tongue that at times you have to enumerate the
word.
The word, you have to enumerate it.
or else it can't tell you then.
You can't tell me.
No, it's
Oh gosh.
I can elucidate if she rewind it. I can. We're together.
Ebuka, please can you tell people that don't know?
Now this is not actually
This is not actually how it is. This is, I don't
You
know
know what I
if
really
it's a
like
character.
to see? I really like
It's
to
a-
see you like in a conversation with Patrick Obahiagbon, like two of you. Just have like a 30-minute sit down and just have a conversation.
Yo, we're eleganting it because anytime from now,
Eleganting it.
as in to I urge the process. So
Right.
because anytime from now, I want to go for Senate, so we can meet there.
But you know he has left. I just wanted to say he has left Senate.
He didn't tell me. That's it, but no problem.
These are the problems.
These are the issues.
There is
On ground.
plenty is on ground.
So how's the acting world?
Well, it depends on what you're talking about.
Not the Frank Donga world.
Not the
No,
Frank Donga world. Outside of that.
Outside of Frank,
Here we go. Welcome.
thank you very much, guys. It's a pleasure being here, and you guys are doing a fantastic job.
Oh, very nice.
Shout out to everybody and the crew behind the scene.
Thank
Fantastic.
Doing amazing stuff.
Yep. So,
Yeah. How
you know,
did
we
you
say
come
it
up
together, it's like one mind.
Okay, let's go back to the mind that is the real mind. The mind behind Frank Donga. How he's such a funny character, and I think a lot of people can
Relate.
And he's giving me the Frank Donga look. I'm trying to get not get distracted. Where did Frank come from? Please don't say like Moshalashi or something.
No.
Just,
Home.
We're gonna
He came
take
from
a
home.
quick break.
yes.
Take
and
it.
let you think about that.
Take it.
And when we come back, hopefully we'll be having a lot more laughs with Frank Donga. We'll see you in just a moment.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Spot, and we've had our guest join us, and it's Frank Donga. And I don't know if you don't know who Frank Donga is. Well, I'll excuse people who maybe are not Nigerian, who might not know.
Just
for
Google
the-
it now.
Google,
Okay,
in
not on the
fact,
show,
yes.
wait.
Yeah, well, not now. I mean, Google it and then just put your phone down and watch the show. But he's an intensely funny character. And before the break, I was asking him where he came from. He said home. And as the creator of Frank Donga, not Frank Donga.
But it's true.
So you were in your house when you developed Frank.
As in before the show this morning.
No, before Frank Donga, like
Not Frank Donga.
before.
Oh, I think I know what you're trying to
That's
say.
it.
Why did you just say that?
Yeah. Okay.
So I was working my day job. I was a video editor, cinematographer, and before then I would say stuff and my friends would laugh and roll on the floor and say that's so funny. I wouldn't quite get what was funny about it because at times I would just try to be me, explain what I thought I was getting across in terms of message, but I would exaggerate and they would find it hilarious. Maybe I'm not the regular smiley person, and I would frankly say what I, no pun intended,
Yeah.
was trying to get across, and they would find it funny for some weird reason. And so that particular day, I had been saying, we should record some of this stuff and put it out there. You never know. But I got tired of seeing too many young people leave school, graduate from our institutions and not get anything to do. No jobs, and employers will complain that Nigerian graduates are not employable.
Yeah.
Because the skill set was poor, communication was poor. I had it up to here. And then I had my fair share of job interviews. I had experience with that. And also I had the privilege of interviewing a few young people from who were fresh out of school. And I kind of noticed a few things I wanted to correct. But instead of writing a book, making a seminar that you had to attend with 500 naira or something like that, I just decided to make myself the message in a nutshell.
How's the message being received, do you think? I mean, we laugh, but do we learn? Do you think people are learning as well? Like the people you want to learn? Well,
I think they do. Because every once in a while I get this message off social media when people say, I'm going for a job interview today, please pray for me. Don't let me frank it.
Oh, that's good.
And people sometimes come back and say, man, I just saw this unbelievable candidate today in my office, and I didn't believe there were real people like that. The person totally went Frank Donga on me. It's something like a thing. So I think the message, though it makes you relax, it makes you laugh, it takes the stress off your day because Frank is confused, goofy. He thinks he has it all on lockdown, but not precisely. But he lives in his own world, But I think people get the message, and more people are getting the message. I mean, it's lovely to laugh. It's fun to laugh.
Have you ever met someone who's like Frank Donga?
Tons of people.
Because I was with Falls not too long ago, and we saw this interview. I'm sure we all know who this person is, but I can't call his name. And it was exactly like Falls. And he was so confused, like there's actually a Falls in real life who talks like him.
Yeah.
And he's not being funny. That's just how he talks.
Yeah, that's just how he talks.
Talks like Falls, makes all the side jokes and puts in Yoruba and I was just like, wow. Yeah. He just did this out of nowhere, and there was actually somebody who was like
there.
that. Yeah.
Those mannerisms were actually things I brought up.
I think that's why Frank Donga was very popular, because somehow you met someone who's like that or who sounds like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to switch things up just a little bit.
Yes, we are.
And talk about our topic of the day. So today's topic is spare the rod. Spare the rod, spoil the child. So we're talking about
that
those.
That always confused me.
What's confusing?
Spare the rod, spoil the child. Spare the child, spoil the rod. I'm not sure.
No,
what
it's
is
spare
what?
the rod.
I know, but why? Explain it.
Explain. That's not the problem. It depends on, is it iron rod we are sparing? Because it depends on which primary school you attend.
Because it might not be.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's true.
Yes.
And abroad children, you cannot understand it.
Oh no, some of them do.
It's a local breed people
that can really get the bouquet. Yes. What don't you understand?
No, spare the rod.
If you spare them the rod, spare
the
them the punishment, you're going to spoil the child. If you never correct them, they will never learn.
So what is the statement supposed to be?
Correct your children. Like,
what is the statement?
Spare the rod,
spoil the child.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you spare the rod, you
spoil the child. Yeah.
So I thought it was supposed to be a statement that says, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you thought it was like, okay, opposites. No, it's, it goes together.
Go on.
Yeah, so we're talking about disciplining children. And I'm all for correcting children. I'm all for using alternative methods to do that. Do I think that? No, I'm not saying freaking lashing out and throwing kids from wall to wall, but because there are people who do.
Did they throw you anyway?
No, they did not throw me, but I did fly in the air a few times with some beatings. But we're going to share our stories. We'll get into the topic a little bit more after a quick break. So everybody think about your worst and best beating experience.
We have all day.
And we'll be right back on the spot. Stick around for that.
Welcome back, guys. You're still watching The Spot, and we have Frank Donga in the house. Been cracking us up. But we're talking about something pretty serious, actually. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Talking about the best ways, I guess, to raise a child.
Yeah, to
Ish.
discipline them.
And before the break, you were saying you wanted to share a story.
Of your flying back and forth. You were a naughty child, right?
I was naughty outside of the house. I went through a tiny little naughty phase, but most of the time I was very quiet inside the house and outspoken outside. But had my fair share of beatings.
What did you get beat
What
for?
did I get?
The most.
Do you know what it was? My cousin always had a hand in it. So things like,
You're
when
already
you wake
blame.
up, everybody,
You're
I'm not
deflecting.
dishing blame. Everybody has their responsibilities, right? So you're supposed to make sure the house is clean or whatever,
Chores,
and
yeah.
before you can go out and do whatever you want to do. So my cousin had a habit sometimes of not doing her chores. And I knew that if I tried it, I'm just going to get caught. So I would do everything anyway.
Oh, okay.
And I might slack maybe once, and then I'll get, the backlash of it, whereas she's already out, and then she comes back late enough where everybody's sleeping, so she doesn't really get a beating. So instances like that, and then the really big one was when I got suspended from school.
You got
yeah.
suspended from school
Yes,
Maybe you should
For
collect
fighting?
somebody chocolate.
for defending myself.
You fought,
I had to defend myself.
but you... Did you fight?
yes, I did.
Is he knocked out to give the person, or is he blow, drop?
I was not sparing the rod of the girl that was trying to bully me, so
fighting.
I had to take her
fight.
down. So, I fight at school and then I go home and I get beaten for fighting.
But that's, that's standard now.
I was like, fight.
Yes, if you want to fight,
Nigerian
come and
parents
fight
beat
me.
you for
So,
fighting. Even if they
will
beat you,
beat you for.
even if they beat you lost the fight outside, they will not beat you more. So you don't even have power.
You even lost the fight.
yeah. So that was my experience. It was very deep. Like, when somebody's handprint is left on your face.
No,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
That's the sign. The sign.
It's
there.
a signature.
I was here.
I was here.
Daddy was around, or mommy visited you. The big
On your
thing
back.
that we're saying is sparing rod and spoiling child. At times, some stubborn,
Kids.
like very stubborn, as in they're different. It's grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. That one is the master. He has master. This thing is stubborn. So, but at times, if you don't used to spare the rod now, it's like you are rebooting your computer. Everything we just set, or maybe they are doing 2 times, 1, 2, 2 times.
So what grade were you?
Say us.
Of stubborn?
No, we used to comply with tantamount instruction.
Why?
Because when they first give us, this one that you just give it, when they give you one for a head like this, center of gravity, you lose balance, you stagger 1, 2, 1, 2. By the time you want to reach the ground, they carry you back like Spider-Man, give you again. Yeah. So that one, it will reset your system.
Yes.
You can't even busy.
But if you are in primary 1 and you didn't get 2 times table, if they give you one like that,
You'll find it.
6 times table. Mathematics, physics,
will
everything you enter. You just, you understand, like American president. You just be organizing, you can reboot you. But I don't support corporal punishment to the extent of damaging a kid's parts. You
Right.
flog a child, especially when teachers punish with anger. I think that's really where the problem is.
I don't think that teachers should be allowed.
I don't either. Because as a person, what you're going through in your own life bleeds to anything. And then when you're letting it out, it will affect the person you're letting it out on. So
Right.
if it was another teacher, you're shouting. In a situation where you could have a conversation, you're angry already from something, so it's now become a shouting match. Now imagine that kind of anger on a child. Fine, the
yeah.
child got something wrong, but then you're now... I don't think teachers should be allowed to hit it.
And you're seeing more and more
It's just too much.
cases of, kids going home with serious bruises,
Yes.
black eyes,
Yeah.
and even in America, like videos of teachers like pounding kids.
Yes.
And it
But in America,
I don't
they
even,
don't get away with it.
even
Here
when
they
you
do.
have maybe family friends and big mummies and daddies that feel the need to also discipline your child. I don't even think
that
that's
one's
okay.
different. Here, it takes a village to raise a child.
It does, but
So
not
your aunties
but
and your
not one
uncles.
to put your hands on your child.
Well, okay, so I don't know. I don't think maybe I haven't really thought this through fully, but I know that when I was younger, there were aunties that I knew. If I'm going to this particular auntie's house, if I'm going to Auntie Simi's
You
house,
can't mess around.
behave, because if
She doesn't
the
take
hand
it.
goes up and it comes down on you.
But did you
you're
ever
down.
experience a hand going from Auntie Simi's house or whatever? Or did you? Was
Yeah,
it because of the fear of knowing that she's
Oh,
done
okay,
it
that
before
she's
with
a
other
tough,
people,
like,
she's
person.
like that?
Did she actually? The thing she used to do that I didn't like. This particular aunt of mine, may she rest in peace. Now I love her a lot, but she didn't like when people wasted food.
Okay.
I was just that's when I was
So
asking.
she would actually so
force feed
that's
you.
one of the reasons I don't eat ekor today, because she forced it down my throat. And so I hate ekor because I remember I always remember that she forced me to eat it. And she was just a very tough lady. So I don't ever remember actually seeing her hit anybody. I don't. But she was very no nonsense.
Legendary
She was
for-
legendary and no nonsense. So, things like that. Yeah.
That's when I was
reason why
asking what you've gotten beat up for the most. Mine was actually food.
Food.
I didn't like to eat it, and my mom couldn't take it. Because my brother was the exact opposite. Like, he would sit
Eat
down,
everything.
dustbin, anybody's known as Romanian. And I was skinny, and my mom just couldn't understand. So anytime she passes and I'm still doing like this in my plates. So that was my thing.
I also believe individual differences also contribute to this, because I have seen young kids. I mean, I started babysitting when I was like 13. And the first little girl I babysat, she's a mother of like 2 kids now in the UK. I mean, that was a long time ago, so I started pretty early.
Yeah.
And I love kids, but I've seen kids all different shapes and sizes and
The way you
colors
treat
and
one
races.
doesn't have to be the way you treat
Oh,
another.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think sometimes some of them go overboard, and you really have to put them in check.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think that's one particular thing about the African culture, that we have discipline.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, please do share with us, what your position is, and we'll be right back with more talk on sparing the rod. See you in a bit.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Spot. We've been talking about discipline, and Zainab has told us about how she used to fight people at school. And then she used to get and she used to get beat at home.
One blow till he
Ebuka
died.
used to get beat because he didn't
eat.
eat. I probably used to get beat
Because you were naughty.
when I was
You were cheeky.
I was cheeky.
Yeah.
I mean, I still am cheeky, and that's probably the reason. And it was my mom that did the disciplining, like they did the physical, hitting. My dad, no, he didn't. He's only ever hit me once, and it was this.
That's
Don't
not
do
beating.
that. So that wasn't. I mean, hits.
That's a massage.
I was this high, and he's a tall man, and it was painful. Anyway, I still remember.
I was talking about this show the other day. So there's a new show on TV, Little Big Shots. With,
Little Big Shots.
Yeah,
Okay.
Steve Harvey hosts it.
Oh yeah.
Where these young kids come who are very talented to do stuff. So this girl who came on, and I think she had a video that went viral once or something. I can't remember exactly. She stole a donut, and her mom caught her. And now she was like 4 years old. Her mom says, "What is that in your hand?" And she's trying to hide it. She's like, "Nothing." It had like 50 million views on YouTube. Really cute video. So Steve Harvey was not asking her like, how often do you get beat? How often do you get in trouble? And what do you get in trouble for? She's like, when I steal a donut. So it's like, so what does your mom do to you? She's like, yeah, she whoops me. And as soon as she said it, the mom was in the crowd, just covered her face. The mom was like, well, you might not be seeing your mom this weekend. Because
Someone's gonna come for her child.
they're
Yes,
about to go on
child
arrest.
support
Like,
service.
it was really funny. So corporal punishment is still going to happen. I mean, there are kids, there are parents who will always adopt that sort of style. But like you said, the most important thing is not taking it overboard. I mean, I'm sure everybody here got beat.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
At some point.
I got beat because I didn't keep my mind. Growing up, I was so much distracted. I would
Okay.
daydream because I loved cartoons and I was an artist. So every second in my
Yeah, just
of my
lost.
time, I was always lost, thinking about some stuff. I've forgotten household stuff I needed to do. And when it came to school, I just didn't get the concept of school. Why do I have to listen through mathematics and social studies and all those kind of boring stuff? I wanted to watch cartoons, Tom and Jerry, Mickey Mouse. That's what the thing.
Yeah.
Why can't I just study this in school? So I got beat because of that. How to learn this. Your grades are dropping. My parents are teachers.
Oh,
so
no.
they're retired now, but so no nonsense. You have to treat your mess up.
I can
You
imagine.
have to be treated once, from the roots.
Cheated from the room.
Treat it.
When teachers as parents, I can't imagine.
Yeah, both of them.
Wow.
No,
So
I
I'm
would be
hardcore, man.
petrified.
You're
I
at
would
school.
be petrified.
At school.
You You can't even sleep up.
Yeah.
Can you
But I
imagine?
wouldn't trade that experience for anything, though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's now you can say that, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're going through these things, you're like, God, I wish you weren't my mom. I wish my mom was.
No, me, I was sure. I'm sure that maybe they just missing me in one supermarket and they
And they said,
offer price. Yes.
Let's take
Let's
this
take
one.
this
Abby.
one.
But later I understood that, I mean, sometimes when you
It was all
go
love.
too
Yeah.
far, you have to be
Yeah.
put in check. And I think that's important for kids. But the important thing is don't take it too far, don't get too physical, and don't beat in anger. Don't punish
that's
in
important.
anger,
Yeah.
because I think it comes from frustrated teachers and maybe guardian.
Guardian. Yeah, but I mean, guardians now. People that take care of,
Of
like
the galaxy.
your aunties of the galaxy. You know what? I can't. What do you think about new methods? Like just a quick, because I know our generation with nieces and nephews and, those of us who have kids, there's people are now saying, no, you need to communicate with your children. Tell them
Positive
what they did.
reinforcement.
Positive
Let them
reinforcement. When you
know.
beat them, it's negative. It's
Yeah.
So, things like timeouts now, things like, let me tell you what you did. That thing that you did when you pulled down the microwave, that wasn't nice, okay?
Yeah, just revert
think-
some things.
You know what I mean? Like,
good.
Even if you tell a small child, spot early.
yes.
Especially maybe it's flat screen, 300K, you spoil it.
And
You
they
call
say you
him.
shouldn't beat them.
You shouldn't
You
beat.
should tell
You
them
should
what they
Do
did.
tete a tete.
Yes, tete a
So that
tete,
they
exactly.
can learn the
They can
difference
understand.
because when you beat them, you're just sending one message that if you do this is what's going to happen.
Yes. What's wrong with that message?
This is the kind of thing that is
saying
spoiling.
What's wrong with
This is the kind of thing that is spoiling
helping
society.
them understand.
He said it's got that's funny society.
All these people carrying.
Look, I'm totally for whooping a little ass here and then, but I'm also for communicating.
No, we'll communicate, but we can also communicate
You can
with.
communicate in different ways.
But
You
don't
can punish
beat them
with
right
things-
when the TV
You can punish
breaks.
them with things.
So they
that
understand
you
that's why
know
I'm
that
beating
they
them.
love.
When should I beat
A
them?
timeout.
The next day.
A timeout is one. Confiscating things is another.
You broke my
way.
TV timeout. You have to. The timeout is for maybe
Here's
you
the
are
problem.
making noise or something.
Let's face this.
TV
truth
break is a
quite
whole
well. Like I brought children now, their condition is different. Somebody that go to school, school, AC toilet. They have flat screen inside classroom.
Something you
You
didn't
now
have.
say, you understand? You now say, time me out. Then after the time the small boy out, he was going to stay inside classroom when everybody go for break. They will give him cookie. Maybe you find one nasco and chocolate milk. They put it. Now be writing, I will not do it again.
And that's the punishment.
That's punishment.
But that was serious punishment.
When you can do shortcuts.
Look, listen.
If you stood down for
When-
30 minutes, it will last him for
when-
it will last him for
when-
10 years.
For instance, when I was in school, like the different kinds of punishment that we had, like if you're bad in school, outside of writing on the board and copying out the Bible, was Saturday detention, where you would come to school in your full-on outfit, uniform, sorry, and you
weekend.
spend the whole
On a
day.
weekend.
You
in
watch your friends play, whatever, and people literally laugh at you as you're on a Saturday
in the
morning,
room.
you're wearing your school uniform.
'Cause
they
everybody
point-
knows that you've
everybody
done
knows
something.
that you've done something bad.
Yeah.
That hurt me more.
That's because you have an
Getting
ego.
getting
You have a
slap
big
or
ego. So you went cool. You went one of the cool kids.
I was one of the cool kids.
So I was watching, this girl, the NG show.
Yeah.
She has this online thing. So she was talking about how to raise kids and all of that, and negative reinforcement, how it's not good, and how when you see a child trying to put a hand in his fire, internationally or people abroad will be like, oh, don't do that, it's wrong. Here they will be like, put it. Put it! When the fire burns you. So she's talking about how her first job as a waiter in America, she was like 17 or something. So she brought food to the table. There was a family of father, mother, and a little child. And this child was trying to
Grab
put
the
his
food.
hand into the plate immediately, and it was like one of those hot pot things. And the mom was like, no, don't do that. She was like, let him put his hand. When he put his hand,
It's very simple
they
forward.
fired her the next day.
That one is first class experience. You know how they say experience is the best
Best
teacher. You won't
I
collect
feel like
salary.
every
Train you on
Nigerian
the
child had
spot.
that moment. Do it. No,
Oh, yeah,
jump.
do.
For you.
Oh my
Jump. Let me
And
see.
water.
Everything.
We're going to go on a
All
break,
of it.
guys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
It's break time?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go on a break. When we come back, we're going to be playing a game, so please stay with us. Welcome back. You're still watching The Spot, and we've been talking about.
Frank is on timeout.
Frank is on timeout.
Eating
Yeah, exactly.
cookie
We're talking
alone on
about sparing the rod and spoiling the child, and he's on timeout eating his. This is his break. Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna play a game, but just to quickly round up the topic, what is the one? What's it called? Mode of discipline that you're absolutely against, that you would not do for your children, for your what would you not do?
What would I not do?
Yeah, what do you think that is
Okay,
like,
I think
never ever do
anything
this?
that, like Frank said, anything that, you know,
Leave them out.
that is physically damaging and also emotional.
Okay.
So, you know, you get parents who just spew rubbish at their kids and things that they end up retaining that forms their character for the rest of their lives. So
Yeah.
you're
gonna say
stupid,
that.
you're an idiot.
Yeah,
you're-
that
Besides
one.
even
That's
physical.
that's
It's not.
actually worse than
Sometimes
beating.
words are
Words are
Sometimes
not more
there's this
powerful.
thing I see now that is very common where people take their children to the roadside with a cardboard, writing, "Oh, I'm
No,
so
but that's not
silly, I
bad.
failed my exams."
No.
I've seen one with words that were actually very demeaning. And it's like, why are you doing this to your daughter?
Yeah.
Because maybe she didn't go to school, or she got an F in an exam. I don't understand. You now
Yeah,
do,
that's-
I'm stupid, I'm not very intelligent, I'm dumb.
Yeah. No, that's.
Like,
The one that I actually like, sorry.
I thought he just beat me.
Yeah, actually.
The one that I actually
No,
like.
because then it's a thing of
Yeah.
shame, sort of. It makes you feel
that
very.
I think that I might possibly try out is if I had a very, very naughty kid,
I pray that you
taking
don't.
them to the barbers.
But you will. Sorry, I'm just joking.
Taking them to the barbers and.
And shaving like the hair and.
You saw Baba
Say
Shop.
now.
You just saw Baba
Baba
Shop,
Shop.
obviously.
I think it would be really cool.
They gave this little child
Think
this.
I'm sorry for your children already.
I had a friend at school who was quite naughty. Her name was
Stop twin people's
Jumoke or
ashiri here.
something.
Don't say the name.
her dad
They shaved her hair.
shaved her hair completely. He did it himself.
What did she do?
She was just she was bad. She was just rude.
And you were
She
not
was
happy
just
when you saw
bad.
her.
When she came into school the next day.
You're so evil, Zainab.
And the other one, Thelma, they took off her eyebrows.
Oh, I got a beating because I did that.
I
I took
so
off my
funny.
own eyebrows when
Was
I
she
was
wearing
small because my
makeup or
mom used to
something?
shave her eyebrows
she
and
was
pencil
bad.
it in.
She used to
so and I
fight
said,
a
"Oh,
lot
this is
and
nice."
stuff.
And
So
now
it's like,
shave
okay,
this off.
she's
She
going
stopped
to embarrass you.
They should if they leave now, maybe by now you'll be a makeup artist. Eating money everywhere.
Yeah, very good.
Because I know one of my cousins says that to his daughter a lot, who likes
Who likes
experimental
to
makeup,
look
and
pretty.
she's just like 9 or something. Yeah, I will shave. Let me see what you want to draw on top of the eyebrow. So I'm wondering if that was what she did.
Kids need to be disciplined and punished, but I just don't support that you go overboard and blind
So
them.
what's your favorite form of punishment?
favorite? I think a little
Embarrassment.
tap on the behind makes it. It's
Once in a
good.
while.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's every day, if the kid demands it every day, I mean, tap,
No, if
tap
it's every
with
day.
something. No, not that kind of tap. That's for a broad tap.
Oh,
This
a
one you
broad
can
tap.
tap with pancake. Either the raw,
That sound when it goes to
fresh
the air.
one,
What's that thing
or
they use?
dry one.
What's that use to turn about? What's that?
That's orogun.
Orogun.
That's
No,
that one.
that's
Did they fling it at you?
that one is for grade
I've-
one
I've
stubbornness.
had-
That is
that-
Did they fling it at
maybe
you?
somebody that's climbing fences.
Yeah, that's.
Or when they
Okay,
throw,
back with
or
all
you know
uniform.
if you're far away from the parents
down now.
and they just
and they
see.
take a slipper.
No, all this one. If you miss target and he catch, maybe he left this thing high.
well,
That's
very
issue.
bad. Yeah.
That's a
Because
problem.
to do eye operation now.
It's not you that will still pay for it.
Yeah, that's
Exactly. You now be
But
sad.
any
still
child, no
beat
matter
them.
how stubborn, if they give you real deal, you know which one real deal?
What's the real deal?
Bend down select. You don't know bend down select.
When you do all this.
Stood down. AKA
Oh,
stood.
oh.
AKA stood down. If
Yeah.
you stood down, bend down select, you stood down like the real stood down. If they allow, they didn't, no up, no down. The other leg in between. Like somebody that lost on the road. If you give down one, solid 1 hour. If they say,
change.
if they release you,
Have you seen the sweat that comes out of your body when you're doing that?
the sweat that will drop from you, is like you're carrying the problem of the country. By the time they release you under 30 minutes, for the next 3 hours, you're still there. You cannot move.
Because your legs are
All the
gone.
spare parts, all the boris, all the crankshaft of your.
How many times did you do that when you were young? You have
My father stood me down once.
And that was it. That was enough.
That's all you needed.
Even the thing that he has not told me not to do, I comply. I comply
Before you would tell
to that one is yourself. You come and report to him that. Excuse me, sir. Our neighbor's son, he entered gutter last month. you will go to the next door and tell him, all the children in the area, we report them to their daddy. If they stood you down once, that one is not good. You will, you say you did, you say you did. But it's better.
It's better,
than to go and
let
blind
them
somebody
know
higher.
first
Well,
so that
at least
they
you are
don't...
not hitting anybody. There's no blood coming out of any.
Or you will punish yourself yourself. You sit down. Bend down, select.
Bend down, select.
That's a
Love
good
it.
one.
But it looks like we have to save our game for the next.
Yeah, we could, no time to play.
No time
Frank
to
Donga is that much fun. Sorry,
Yes,
He is.
Indeed,
guys. It was
he
great
is.
having you here on the show. Thanks for coming. You can take the biscuits and everything.
Even if they didn't tell me.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Please sign our wall.
Please sign our wall. There's chalk
See,
there.
you have to not drop the thing
As
on
in
the hiding.
chalk.
Or you can
Not
hold
chalk
them
that you
and
write
walk
on
to the wall.
You're
Just
not
write
dropping
somewhere
anything.
in one small corner.
You're not dropping.
I know. This
Take away part.
this 2016, they don't used to trust anybody like that.
Okay, the
See,
chalk
chalk
is
is
in
like-
that blue thing there. Exactly. That's it. Yeah.
I hope your writing is fine.
Which angle is that? They
Anywhere.
Anywhere you want to go.
Yeah, oh, so you still dropped it.
I don't understand.
You don't need to, don't worry.
Trying to make sure you have the right hand.
Fra, then the rest.
This could lead to a brand new employment. So
Yeah, you
do
never
well.
know.
You never
You
know.
might get a job as a teacher.
Food down will
Wonderful.
continue for the children.
Okay. Thank you
Are
very
you
much.
happy with the way you look?
It's fine, Abby.
Let's take a picture.
Underline it. Okay, great. Let's take selfie. Okay, ready? Let me come this way. 1, 2, 3. Funny face. It really was.
I just should say all our female women.
Okay.